Welcome home with Redman Realty Group.
And we are back at Up North F4. We are continuing on with available listings for this week with Redman Realty Group. We are here with Chris Knorr again this week. So thank you, Chris, for coming on.
Hi, Agnes. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Of course. So let's start. We have beautiful 3 properties to look at. So let's start with the first one. And where is it located?
Sure. This one's located like right in between Minocqua and Rhinelander. So kind of Lake Tomahawk, Newbold area, Horsehead Lake Road. This is a 1,100 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, kind of tucked back in the woods. Not on water here, but nice little private wooded parcel.
Okay, and so there's probably a little, fireplace, I like that.
You've got a fireplace here. It's, like I said, it's 1,100 square feet. It's a good home for, it's kind of a multi-faceted, opportunity. Somebody could use it as a rental opportunity. Somebody could use it, as a primary residence. It could be a second home for somebody being, just kind of a getaway place. Some updates in here. It's really your, in a typical, single family home, right? A 3-bed, 2-bath, all living, main level living. So laundry, primary suite on the main level. Basement's full, unfinished, could be expanded into for somebody who needs a little bit more living space. You could finish the basement there.
Okay, and this is, so there's no water here then?
No water here, but there's a detached garage, 24, you can see it over here, 24 by 24 detached garage, ready for vehicles and toys, right? Snowmobiles,
and
UTV,
lots of privacy,
ATV.
like you mentioned, secluded.
Secluded parcel.
All right, let's head on to the second property, which is?
So this one's another, I think we've had some of these on here before. This is another Black Bear Lodge condo in St. Germain on Little St. Germain Lake. So nice thing about this one is it is a condo unit. So we have condo units and standalone cabins. This is kind of the more traditional condo, almost apartment style unit. They're pretty desirable. I think there's 24 of them total. This one's nicely updated. Nice
like
updates.
The green.
Yeah, the green countertops is
like
cool.
An emerald green.
Yeah, good flooring in there, updated appliances, but there's a lot to offer here because you get Little St. Germain Lake, and it's an upper unit here too, so you get a nice lake view. So with Little St. Germain Lake and the Black Bear condos, you get access to a boat slip, you get the private beach, like 2,000 feet of frontage, a couple fireplaces. They're shared amongst all the people in Black Bear, but a great opportunity for somebody who's looking for an investment property, something that they want to rent, a getaway place on a quality lake. Little St. Germain is a pretty great lake and a really good spot in St. Germain. There's also a private boat launch at the property, which is really nice, and the property sits kind of right on the snowmobile trail, so you can snowmobile out down the boat launch in the winter, and right out on the lake. So
you got that, and you also have a private beach, and then you also have a private for your boat as well.
Yep, a spot for your boat. Spot on the beach there for some chairs, and nice thing is, since you don't technically own the land, you never have to do any of the maintenance, right?
That is nice. See?
Part of being the resort life. Yep.
Okay. And this is property 3 then, right?
Yeah, this one's pretty stunning here. This one is just east of Eagle River off Highway 70. It's a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom custom log home. This one was featured in Log Home Living magazine. It's on a 14-acre parcel tucked nicely back in the woods. You don't see anybody. It's completely private. Wildlife is abundant here. So, you've got your deer, you've got your eagles, you've got wild turkeys, maybe get a bear or two unless you're scared of bears.
And then what about bears?
They never show up then if you're scared of them. But anyways, this is your quintessential Northwoods home, right? So it's about 2,200 finished square feet, fireplace in the living room, fireplace in one of the bedrooms upstairs as well.
So
two of them, yep.
You know how much I love my fireplace.
Yes, here's a view of the dining area and the kitchen. The house features exquisite appliances, your top of the line appliances, top of the line fixtures, beautiful flooring throughout, wood flooring throughout most of the home.
Wow.
And then primary suite on the main level. And the huge outbuilding, I know our picture's a little grainy here, but the beauty of this is it has drive-through capabilities. So if you're coming off the lake, you can pull right through, unhook the boat, and then drive through the back of it, so you never have to back in. You just drive right through it. It's got doors on both sides.
Nice.
Yep. And that outbuilding is 28 by 44. It's a very nicely sized building. A lot of beautiful windows to look out at the woods here. I love the window up in the room upstairs. And again, it is just your quintessential Northwoods log cabin. It's about as good as you're going to find.
Okay, so 3 beautiful properties. Where can people find you and get more information on these properties?
They can find us at redmanrealtygroup.com. They can Google us, call our main offices. We've got 5 of them. Minocqua, Manitowish, Rhinelander, 3 Lakes, and Eagle River. So,
all right. And if you have specific questions to Chris Knorr at Redman. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this break.
Thanks.
You know what to do.